Hello. This is just a short video of some vision and balance work combined with some nerve and mobility exercises for the upper body, focusing on the eyes and the ears and shoulders, elbows and wrists. So I like to do this if I've been sat down at a desk for a long time or just before moving. But follow along. We're going to start moving the head and the neck. So you're just going to look to the left and to the right about 5 times, just to release any tension through the head and the neck. And then after 5, you can tilt the head to the side. So you're just going to drop the ear to the shoulder. Again, feeling that stretch through the side of the neck. Trying not to lift the shoulder up to the ear, just allow the head to fall to one side and the other. And after about 5, we're going to do a chicken exercise. So you stick the chin forward, pull the chin back. So about 5 of these, again, really thinking about chin going away and then pull it back into your throat, feeling the stretch along the back of the neck, and then stick the chin towards your chest and then continue to do about 5. So just really sticking the chin down to the floor, pulling it back. 5 of these to really stretch through the muscles of your shoulders and neck. And then going into our first nerve drill for our upper body, you're going to have the arm out in front, flex the wrist. You turn the arm away from you, just behind the body. With the flex wrist, spread fingers, you lock the elbow and you drop the shoulder. You can tilt the head away from that straight arm and you can do 5 circles through the shoulder joint in one direction. After 5, reverse the circles, really keeping the wrist flexed and the fingers spread and the arm nice and straight. You feel that stretch running all the way down towards the fingers. Then you can repeat it on the other side. So a straight arm, locking the elbow, flexing the wrist, turn the hand away from you, dropping the ear towards the shoulder, and then little circles through that shoulder, about 5 in one direction, and then reverse 5 in the other direction. And then the next exercise, you can shake those arms out. Next exercise, we're just going to move through the elbow. So we're going to do elbow circles, kind of stirring the forearm through the elbow joint. 5 in one direction and then reverse. Just keeping the upper arm bone fixed as you circle through the elbows. After 5, we'll go on to some eye work. So you're going to have the thumbs out in front of you, so slightly bending the elbow, not arms all the way straight, so a little bend and about shoulder width of distance. You keep the head fixed, but you look from eye to eye. So you look to the left and the right, just switching the focus and the gaze on your thumbs without moving the head. After about 5 or 8, we go up and down. So one thumb up, one thumb down. Again, eyes look up and down while the head stays steady. This is just some eye work, focusing on the thumbs, moving the gaze up and down. About 5 to 8 to really kind of just get into our vision there. And then now we're going to do a second nerve drill. So the thumb crosses your palm. You flex the wrist forward, but then you turn the arm again away from you, lock the elbow, drop the shoulder, head tilts, and then you make 5 circles through the shoulder joint, really crossing that thumb across the palm. Palm is up. After 5, reverse, feeling that radial nerve running all the way from the thumb through the forearm to the shoulder and the neck, and then switch over. So thumb crosses your palm, flex the wrist forward, turn the arm away from the body, tilt that head, and then 5 little circles. Keep the elbow locked so the arm is really straight. After 5, reverse. Keep the wrist flexed forward and that thumb across the palm. And then you can shake that arm out. So second eye drill now, we're going to, this time, move the head as you work on the inner ear. So you have the thumb out in front of you. And again, just a slight bend over your elbow. So not too close or not too far away. Just thumb out So you can look at it quite easily, and you keep the focus on the thumb as you move your head. So it's like you're shaking your head, no, about 8 times, while keep the focus on the thumb so it doesn't blur, it doesn't go out of focus. After about 8, then we do head nods. So the thumb, you can turn the thumb and you nod the head, move the head up and down while keeping the vision fixed on your thumb, keeping that focus clear, just working through the balance of our inner ear as we move our head. And then stop. You can like blink a few times. If that starts to kind of feel a bit dizzy, then I always reduce the number of repetitions, so about 5, but maybe up to about 10, just of those moving the head while keeping the vision fixed on the thumb. So now let's do some wrist drills. So we go in and out with the wrists, moving the arms, but really moving through the wrist. So making a fist, just a gentle, kind of not too tight with the fist as you're then moving the arms and the wrist joint. Then turn the palms down, still keeping that fist, and then we continue moving the hands and the wrist side to side, trying to get that flexion to the right and to the left through the wrist joint here. Standing nice and tall as you do this, and then you can lower down. So now make a really tight fist, so scrunch up your hands and then shake out the hands. Shake, spread the fingers, about 3 of these just to release any tension through the fingers and the wrists, and then give your arms a shake. Third nerve drill and nerve glide here. So we're going to flex your wrist, you're going to bend your elbow like you're serving a tray. You turn the elbow out to the side, keep that wrist flex, tilt your head, and then just move the thumb forwards and backwards about 5 times, like a little wave. And then after 5, you circle through that shoulder joint. Keep the fingers spread, keep the wrist flexed, elbows reaching away. Reverse the 5 circles. You should feel this stretch through your little finger or ring finger, kind of running down the arm. You can shake that arm out. Moving on to our other side, final side here. So you'll flex your wrist, bend your elbow, keep that wrist flexed like you're serving a tray, elbow out. Drop your head and then wave your hand. Thumb is forwards and backwards. 5 times, moving that wrist. And then 5 circles in one direction. And then reverse those circles. Keep the fingers spread, keep the head tilting. After 5, you can lower down your arm, shake it out. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit more looser, maybe reset the vision, help with that balance, just moving through the inner ear. Again, I try to do this every day. Sometimes if you're feeling a little dizzy from the vision work and the focus work with the eyes and moving the head, then do less repetitions, but it's always a nice way to stretch, especially if you've been sat down a lot. So give it a try, slowly maybe work up to more repetitions each time, and let me know what you think. See you, bye.